Seyi Makinde counters President Tinubu's claim, which says the federal government never gave 570 billion to 36 states. Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has countered claims by President Tinubu that the federal government granted 570 billion naira to 36 states of the federation, stating that the information is not completely accurate. In a newsletter signed by the governor published on the state official website on Thursday, Makinde said the funds disbursed was not a direct allocation from the federal government. The governor clarified that the money received by the state were actually World Bank COVID-19 funds, with the federal government acting only as intermediary between the international creditor and the 36 states. He further explained that the funding was contingent on what the state had already spent on COVID-19 programs, meaning the World Bank was simply reimbursing what the state had used to address the pandemic crisis. What the governor is saying. The statement read as follows. Before I speak more on further actions we have taken to show our commitment to productivity and sustainability, let me respond to a long message I received earlier in the week from a concerned citizen. The message was about a purported 570 billion naira hardship fund given to 36 states by the federal government. I was queried about what I used the money for. Let me state categorically that this is yet another case of misrepresentation of facts. The said funds were part of the World Bank assisted NGCares project, a program for result intervention. The World Bank facilitated an intervention to help states in Nigeria with COVID-19 recovery. CARES, CARES means COVID-19 Action Recovery Economic Stimulus. It was called Program for Result because states had to use their money in advance to implement the program. After the World Bank verified the amount spent by the state, it reimbursed the state through the platform provided at the federal level. The federal government did not give states any state money. They were simply the conduit through which the reimbursement were made to state for money already spent, Makinde said. World Bank loan, not grant. According to Makinde, the funding by World Bank that was given to the state was not a grant, but a loan that is expected to be paid back by each state. He said the NGCares loan, as it is dubbed, predates Tinubu'S administration as the facilities were received in different batches. According to him, Oyo State received 5.98 billion in the first instance, with 822 million in the second instance as reimbursement, which was part of the investment of the state government under the program. It is important to note that the World Bank Fund is a loan to states, not a grant. So states will need to repay this loan. Note also that NGCares, which were christened Oyo Cares in our state, predates the present federal administration. So, in direct response to the message, the federal government did not give Oyo State any money. We have reimbursed funds, that is the 5.98 billion in the first instance and the 822 million in the second instance. We invested in 3 result areas of the NGCares, which include input distribution of smallholder farmers within our state. In fact, when the World Bank saw a model for the distribution of inputs, preceded by a biometric capturing of beneficiary farmers, they adopted it as the NGCares model, Makinde added. Backstory. Nairametrics earlier reported that President Bola Tinubu announced that his administration has given the total sum of 570 billion to the 36 states as a palliative measure to ameliorate the citizens' economic condition. Tinubu made this statement while addressing the nation last Sunday, appealing that those protesting should halt their demonstration and return to the negotiation table. According to the president, the state received the huge sum as a grant from the federal government. He said, also more than 570 billion has been released to the 36 states to expand livelihood, support to their citizens, while 600,000 nano businesses have benefited from their nano grants. An additional 400,000 more nano businesses are expected to benefit. However, the governor of Oyo State said this is not the case, as the money received by the state was a loan from the World Bank and not a grant from the federal government. Tinubu is trying to shift blame on you, the governors. He thinks we know wise. Me, I'm also saying that, in as much, I'm even saying that yes, Tinubu might be trying to shift blame. Of course, which I know is not waiting any person could do. But, yes, but. There is but. What has the state addressed during COVID that they were receiving refund? My dear, I don't know. Let me ask. Because I was even going to ask, okay, the so-called money now that came in now, what are you now going to be using it for? That is the number one question. What are you going to be using it for? What are you going to be using it for? Do you get? Why do you get no reason without sentiment? Makinde is a very good man at showmanship. Remember his good friend Wike raised issue? Tinubu is giving all governors palliative. He was the first to deny until all governors started coming out to agree to have received it. Supreme Court ruled that local government money should be given directly. He was the first to say Abuja cannot dictate to his state. Now he's here again and you people are believing him. Remember, he will surely jump to America. So whatever be the case, like I'm saying, I'm not even saying you people should remove making a commot leg for governor's neck. Remember, say I don't tell them, I say make them apply pressure. Good. Apply a lot of pressure on top of governors, because as we hold president responsible, governors too suppose they responsible. Okay, what did you do with your own state money given to you? He uses this for COVID-19 issues, or you didn't understand. So which COVID-19 issues? Me. Now when the money don't come back to you, you say you use them for, I don't understand. Now your hand they use borrow the money. Now when the money don't come in, why not tell the people over your state what you want to use the money for? Tell them, oh, this one now it's not what use the money for. This one now what go they see. Make sure they watch out for this. Make their mind touch ground. Even though say it was saying as money they don't give before, what say you go use and do now? Now be the question. The question no be say then give you, then no give. Okay, yes, then give you. Then give under another thing. Okay, yes. What you go use the state? Now you don't talk say not alone. Abi, how do you intend to use it so you can pay back? Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. So thank you for tuning in to listen until I come your way next time. Enjoy the rest of your day.